Judge Weimer, Judge Weimer, Judge Weimer. I hear that you're recovering well, sir, from your knee surgery. And you know that for your knee surgery, you're going to need a lot of physical therapy, sir. Now, I'll tell you the best thing to do for physical therapy. I'm not talking about going to the physical therapist. I'm talking about if you're out and about, sir, it's always good to stop by your local coffee place and get coffee. And if you're gonna get coffee, Judge Weimer, the best coffee is Hazel. It's really good. So if you ever find yourself in a coffee place, Panera, try it out. It's really good coffee, sir. Judge Weimer, we want to talk about a couple of things. I've got a specific document. Let me just get my coffee so we can actually have a conversation. All right, there we go. All right, Judge Weimer, I've got a, thank you. Judge Weimer, I've got a specific document in the Mustafa Al-Jazari case. Now this document is about the lawsuit that Mustafa had with the police. Mustafa had an active lawsuit with the police department, and he got in a vehicle accident, and this lawsuit is up in the air. Now, Judge Weimer, that lawsuit was for $500,000 against the police. Mustafa had an active lawsuit against the police for $500,000. Now that the vehicle accident happened, that lawsuit is up in the air. Now, fast forward, sir. Fast forward to Mustafa inside the jail, and he gets beaten up by correctional officers. Mustafa gets beaten up, sexually abused, and denied medical. Fast forward, Mustafa sues the jail in federal court. Now, the jail lawyer is Rachel Adams with Thomas McMillan. Now, the jail lawyer stands up in court in front of Judge Hilton and says, "Your Honor, Mustafa should be denied medical." And Judge Hilton grants her not only that Mustafa gets denied medical, but they seal off the videos inside the jail where it shows Mustafa was getting beaten up. Now, that's interesting. There are CCTV videos that shows Mustafa getting beaten up, getting sexually abused, and getting denied medical, and the judge seals it off from the community. Now, Judge Weimer, do you find it interesting that now I have information that apparently that Rachel Adams, the lawyer that's representing the jail, has a deep history with Mustafa Al-Jazari? Now, Judge Weimer, who do you think the lawyer was that was representing the police at the time when Mustafa was suing the police in his $500,000 lawsuit? Judge Weimer, the same lawyer that's protecting the jail and preventing Mustafa from going to the hospital is the same lawyer, Rachel Adams with Thomas McMillan, that was protecting the police in Mustafa's $500,000 lawsuit. And you want to tell me that Mustafa is not targeted? That Mustafa, that whatever they're doing in light of the police body cams that are being released, that we're all watching, that they've been targeting Mustafa? I mean, according to the police body cams, that Mustafa was being watched before the vehicle accident. And according to the police body cam, they're not investigating a vehicle accident. We're all watching police target Mustafa, using witnesses that are lying about Mustafa, coaching the kids and lying to the kids about Mustafa. We're all watching these body cams. Now, it was a a failure on your part to seal off these body cams, but the body cams are already being released. Now we can actually have a conversation. Now, the same lawyer that was protecting the police is the same lawyer protecting the jail that beat Mustafa. Now, I have an interesting phone call, Judge Weimer, with the lawyer that represented Mustafa during that lawsuit against the police. And I have a recording that I'm going to be posting on the internet for you to hear, for the community to hear. And why is that lawyer think Mustafa got beaten up inside the jail? Now, when I tell that lawyer about Mustafa getting beaten up inside the jail, Thomas Plofchan tells me I have no doubt that Mustafa was beaten up inside the jail because he sued the police. Interesting. That's not me saying it, sir. That's Mustafa's lawyer that was representing Mustafa during his $500,000 lawsuit. We're just having a conversation, sir. In light of police body cams that are being released out to the community, we're having a conversation. And we want to get to the bottom of what your prosecutor is doing to Mustafa Al-Jazari, what your police department is doing to Mustafa Al-Jazari, and what you've gotten yourself entangled with by sealing off and attempting to protect this corrupt prosecutor and this corrupt police department and what they're doing to Mustafa Al-Jazari. Now, Judge Weimer, 2 days ago, I released a body cam where Tanisha, aka Kim Coleman, aka Nini, the neighbor, whatever her name is, Nini is lying to investigator Drum. Now, I find it interesting that she's got two kids, Sean and King, who are spending their spring break at Mustafa and Dorsey's apartment, playing with the kids, having the best time of their life. Now, I find it interesting that you have an 8-year-old child, a 10-year-old child, spending every day at Mustafa and Dorsey's apartment. I find it interesting that Nini leaves her kids to sleep over, to spend every day at Mustafa's apartment, but yet she's telling the investigator that Mustafa is this horrible monster of a person and he used to abuse the kids and he used to abuse Dorothy. Then why are you leaving your 8-year-old child and 9-year-old child, Sean and King, to sleep over and spend all day and every day at Mustafa's apartment? You're lying about Mustafa. These body cams, these Google Nest videos that I'm releasing out to the community show that Nini, Glenn Ford, and the witnesses that the police department is using about Mustafa are lying about Mustafa. Now, what I find interesting is the Google Nest, the home videos. For the past 19 months, we've been doing everything we can to get them out to the prosecutor. But the prosecutor refused to acknowledge or even look at the Google home videos because they don't go against her narrative. When you show these home videos, you see that Mustafa loved the kids. You can prove that these witnesses are lying about Mustafa, that this police department is lying about Mustafa. You know, I find it interesting, Judge Weimer, that a year ago, Blake Weiner, when he entered his presence to represent Mustafa in circuit court, the court of records, he told you that I have hours and hours of Google Nest home videos that contradict what the prosecutor is saying about Mustafa and how they're lying about Mustafa and that Mustafa loves his girlfriend and the kids. And this is a beautiful, healthy relationship. So on the record, you know about home videos. But every time there's a court proceeding where the prosecutor lies about Mustafa and says Mustafa is abusive, not once did these home videos made it to the record. And you never asked, where are these home videos? You know there's home videos that shows Mustafa loves his family. The prosecutor knows that there's home videos that show Mustafa loves his family. The lawyer has the videos. And you're telling me no one is asking about these home videos? Well, sir, the community is watching these Google home videos, are watching Mustafa's relationship, are watching how much Mustafa loves his girlfriend and the kids. And we're all having a conversation, sir. We're attempting to have accountability. This is a community. In the name of a safe community, you can't lie about my brother. You cannot lie and protect this prosecutor anymore. You can't protect this police department anymore. I mean, the body cams that you attempted to seal are no longer sealed, are being released out to the community, and they show that this police department is targeting Mustafa because he sued the police. It shows that they're lying about Mustafa. Now, you have an option, sir. You have an option. Do you want to continue to protect this police department? Do you want to continue to protect this prosecutor? Because the community is watching you. This is a court of records. Circuit court is a court of records. And everything that you rule on is going to be under question. Because the community is watching the police body cam, are watching the Google Nest home videos, and are going to be asking you questions. How could you say such and such about Mustafa when there's such and such body cam and there's such and such police body cam? Judge Weimer, good luck, sir. And we're going to have more conversation. Stand by for more police body cams and more home videos. And I've got so much information that I need to get out to this community. And we're going to have a lot more conversation. For the love of God, sir, the same lawyer that was protecting the police during the $500,000 lawsuit is the same lawyer protecting the jail that beat up Mustafa. And you pretend nothing is happening here. Well, sir, the community is watching, and we're going to get to the bottom of what your police department and your prosecutor is doing to my brother.